If preparing your family for the next crisis feels overwhelming, then it's telling you something. And it's not that you're failing. So stick with me. We're going to fix this. Hey friends, Lisa here with The Ready Life. And over the past year, we've been hearing a lot of overwhelm from folks as they try to get better prepared for events of the future. And honestly, I get it. A lot of preparedness advice out there today is given by folks whose full-time job is doing projects on their homestead and who seem to have almost unlimited budgets. That can be really discouraging for the rest of us, where time is short and money is tight. Today, I want to give you a new way to prepare for 2026. A simple approach you can start right away, even if you feel like you're behind. And at the end, I'll tell you about a free class that Nick and I are teaching on December 11. It's going to lay out the full roadmap for the year ahead. But right now, I want to get you unstuck. So let's be real for just a second. Most people feel overwhelmed because they're trying to start with the big projects. Digging wells, installing solar, building out a pantry for a whole year, buying a large generator, finding property. And those are great. Eventually. But if you start there, you'll freeze. You wait. You tell yourself, I'll get moving once I can do it right. And while you're waiting to do the big things, your family stays wide open. That's the part nobody talks about. And here's what I've learned after working with thousands of families. If you wait for the perfect condition, you'll never start. And if you start small, you will actually get somewhere. So the new approach we're teaching for 2026 is built around something very simple. Do the small things first. Do them right now and keep stacking them. Why? Because those small steps, storing a little water, building a little food buffer, set aside a few essentials, they cover 80% of the emergencies that you're going to face. And most crises are not 6-month disasters. They're a few days, maybe a couple of weeks. And if you just take the steps you can take right now, you'll protect your family from the vast majority of what's coming long before you ever get solar or a well or a wood stove. That's why this new approach works for busy families, tight budgets, and people who feel late to the game. Small steps, quick wins, real progress. That's how you turn overwhelm into momentum. So here are 3 simple things you can do right now to get your momentum started. Number 1, start with water. Don't research systems. Don't shop filters for 3 months. Don't build a cistern in your backyard. Just store water. Fill some containers, buy a few jugs, whatever you can do today. This one simple step removes one of the biggest risks your family faces in a crisis, and it costs almost nothing. Most families are more vulnerable to water loss than they realize, and so this is the fastest and the quickest fix. Number 2, build a basic food buffer. Again, don't start with the big year-long project. Just get 2 to 4 weeks of normal food that your family eats. The stuff in your pantry matters a whole lot more during a short crisis than a 5-gallon bucket tucked away in a back room. Remember this. If you wait until you can afford the full setup, your family stays unprotected in the meantime. But if you grab a little extra each week, some beans, some rice, some extra oats, some canned goods, your home becomes steadier almost overnight. You're better off. After 3 months, even more so. After 6 months, you start to feel the weight lift off your shoulders because you're building layer after layer of more stability for your home. Not with giant leaps, but with small little steps every day, every week that slowly build up. Number 3, come to the class on December 11 because these quick wins are only the beginning. The class is where we walk you through the whole big picture. What 2026 is shaping up to look like, what order to prepare in, what matters most for your family, what can wait till later, and how to build long-term readiness without feeling overwhelmed. The truth is, the small things protect you now, but the roadmap we'll show you on December 11 helps you build towards something stable and longer lasting. Think of it this way. Today gets you moving. December 11 shows you where to go. And when you put those two together, that's when families start to feel real peace in their home. Economically, politically, spiritually, there are a lot of signs that 2026 may be a turning point year. This is not a year to put preparedness off, but it's also not a year to burn yourself out trying to do everything all at once. It's a year to get serious, but also to get smart. And smart preparedness starts with the steps that you can take right now, today, those small steps. Then that builds toward that bigger picture. That's exactly what we'll be covering in this class. And so here's what I'd encourage you to do. Take those small steps. Go buy some water. Build a little food buffer today. Get a few quick wins under your belt, and then join us on December 11 for 2026, the year that could change everything. This class will give you clarity, it'll give you direction, and it'll help you prepare in a way that fits real life, your life. And you don't have to do everything, you don't have to be perfect, and you're not behind. Just start where you are. Do the next simple thing, and we'll walk you through the rest on December 11. So go register at thereadylife.com/2026. I really hope to see you there.